You may have tried to meditate, or you've found yourself sitting somewhere, the internet was down, phone lines didn't work. Maybe you're in a foreign country and your phone went out of battery, and all of a sudden you have no other choice but to just be with yourself. For a lot of people, what happens is it becomes very uncomfortable. You do not like to have nothing happen. And it is this nothingness that scares a lot of people. So if you're not sure, do it now, pause this, and just be still for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes, try not to distract yourselves. Your mind will try to distract yourself. Your phone will try to distract you. Friends will try to distract you. The world will try to distract you. So creating a space where you can be still will teach us a lot about how we are and how we relate to ourselves and how we relate to stillness. So that's why meditation often gets a bad reputation, because what emerges in stillness can be uncomfortable. It might be the things that we have suppressed for some time. It might be the feelings and emotions that we rather choose not to feel. So we distract ourselves. What comes up? What doubts? What narratives? Self-criticism. This inner voice that tells us all sorts of things that are uncomfortable. Sometimes it's important we distract ourselves and do other things. But I think it's even more important that if these thoughts, feelings, emotions emerge, we, at least for some time, listen. Listen to what's emerging in the stillness, and you learn something about yourself. For the time being, and this is what meditation teachers teach, don't judge it. Don't do anything with it. Don't try to make it go away or change it in any way. Just listen. Just notice it. Just acknowledge it. Just allow it to happen. Don't necessarily engage with it and, make it louder or explore it. Just listen. Just notice. When we have a professional with us that we can discuss this, like a coach or a therapist, counselor, some good friends have that similar ability, then we can discuss, what does that mean now for me? How can I make sense of that? What do I want to do with that, if anything? What can it teach me about myself and the way that I live life or work my work? There might be an anxiety coming up that is uncomfortable. Well, is there something it can teach me? Or is it just useless and a remnant of the past? Is this inner critic? Is it worth listening to? Might there be something that is true? Might that inner critic try to protect me from something? I believe all of our parts, all of these voices inside of us, they try to protect us in some way, sometimes in very awkward ways, sometimes in very unproductive and unhelpful ways, sometimes in very cruel ways. But if we explore where that voice is coming from, how it has developed, and in what ways is it trying to help us, then we can really learn something. And often in the process, those voices quieten down because they're no longer suppressed and ignored and told to shut up, because that makes voices louder.